Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Frankenmuth Mega Farm project. We are going to try to build a massive farm. We're going to need the biggest equipment, and we're already encountering the fact that our equipment, $5 million worth, isn't actually totally up to what we need. So we're working on this this grass field that we own, that we cut. I had said last episode that we were going to turn part of this just straight into hay, because why not? We've got so much of it. I'd like to get us up into the 400,000 or 500,000 liters of silage range, though. So we're gonna pick some more of it up for silage. Maybe another 2 or 3 cartloads, but then the rest can be turned into hay. Although we are going to move into, we're going to do bales for hay and straw sometime soon here, because this is good for packing the silage pits, but not really so much for getting lots and lots of straw in. Well, we have nowhere to store it unless we put up a billion of those hay lofts, and they're like, I forget how much they are, 60, 80 grand each, something like that. Just too much. I am gonna see about installing an extender, some sort of silo extension, and see if that actually works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna do it in a, I'm gonna save scum it. I'm gonna do it in a save, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go back and start over. Well, not start over, but I'm gonna start the save over and hit it as if that didn't happen. I checked before, well, after the last episode, I went and looked. The chickens are up to 40% efficiency already. I mean, I've got them with a bunch of wheat, so they'll be good. And we need to plan our fields out. We've got cotton coming in October, and we'll get another cut off of this field before we're done. And I mentioned it last episode as well. We need to buy these 2 smaller field chunks here and set up a real road and everything. I don't think we need all this field, so we're gonna take this whole area. This whole area is gonna be production village, and the cows, water buffalo, sheep and goats, all up in there. We'll probably even maybe see about getting some pigs going. Although I've never ever done pigs, so it will be an adventure. So we're going to throw one more load on that silage pit and then go turn the rest of it into hay. And then we'll pick it all up like that. As I said, there's nothing against me taking loans. I may just take a loan out. I've already borrowed like 300,000 or somewhere along those lines, but we'll borrow some more and get a big old square baler. We won't need a wrapper, so that's cool. I only like some kinds of wrap anyway. But we will need a big old baler, which is cool because we can bale at the bigger levels. We won't ever have to remember to switch it back and forth. Alright, we need that. We need that baler. Although while we're thinking about the baler, might as well not be sitting here doing nothing. Pretty sure I brought the tedder back first. If I'm lucky. Yes. No, this is not a tedder. Okay, am I just that blind? I'm gonna have to put like some fencing up. Keep myself from driving over that stuff. I did see a production that's can make TMR. You just dump all the bits in. I don't know if it requires the mineral feed or not, but if it doesn't require the mineral feed, then we're rocking. I did actually also see a production that, oh man, that produces mineral feed. All right, now on to baling. We want the biggest, strongest. This one was really nice, actually, last time. 275 versus 245, but 275 is fine. I think we're going to borrow the 208. So we need to borrow 200. But actually, let's look at this. 163, 133. We don't have the sugar beet equipment, so let's wait for that to go again. So we need to borrow about 210. It's going to bring us up to about 520. Buy that square baler. Oh, bale collect. Wait a second. What does this do? Oh my gosh. Does that like... Can we hook a trailer up to this? Okay, I gotta do some research here. Okay, just watched a video about bale collect, and it just unloads 3 bales at once, but only on the 120 size or the 180 size. Only does the small size ones. in real life anyway, so I'm just gonna not do that. It just drops 3 bales instead of 1 when it drops. We're gonna go with that. And standard twine. And no, we're not silaging with this thing. This is purely for picking up hay. We definitely need a shed out there. But as soon as we've cleaned all that up, we're gonna put down some asphalt or gravel or something, and that means we can get all these guys up too. And maybe, well, while I'm on it, maybe we get we've got that flatbed, so that works for that, but maybe we're going to be using the telehandler. So we do want bale spike for that. So now we have a 500,000-ish loan that needs to be paid off. But I think we're going to make decent money. I mean, aside from the size of the fields and the amount of stuff we're getting, there's the fact that we're on easy economy, so this stuff's worth a lot more than it was last series. I haven't even looked at the contracts, but they might be worth something as well. There's nothing else that can be stuck on the front, right? No. Alright. So we're going to get this done. Although we still have windrowing to do even after, so maybe we should go start baling up the straw while we wait for the tedder to finish. Hopefully that windrower doesn't get in the way. I don't expect it to ted the empty field, so hopefully it won't. We also do want to check on when we need to turn this field over. So we're going to put barley in that thing, which is what I would prefer over wheat. Then we've got to have it empty next month. I'm going to drive on your lawn. We really need a separate way to collect bales. Now, we could go with one of these bale trailers. I mean, there is the Palfinger one. There's this guy. who might actually be pretty good. I've never tried him, so I don't know. It's only 25,000. I'm just hoping if I can pull that. The other option, of course, is we can get down, is to pick up one of these. But we've already borrowed a lot of money. So I think I'm more likely to get this guy. I'm wondering about how well it works. Design 2 feels like it would be more interesting. I wonder. And go have a look. Okay, I had a look on the Kroger website at the real PWO 24, and it looks like you can happily put square bales in here. So I guess we'll find out, because I'm going to buy one, giving us only 2,000, which means we may still need to borrow money. Hopefully this thing can pull it. That's my main hope. Yes. All right. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Now the other question is, does the locking work? Apparently the answer on that is no. Oh well. That's fine. It would be real nice if they could get the steering axle locking to work. Now, if I can get this thing to go, if I can like pick fold side or something, that would be even cooler. But it doesn't look like it. But this is still pretty cool. I may find myself wishing I had used it before, or I may find myself with a definite deep knowledge that it was a bad purchase. But either way, we'll find out. We just spent 40 grand on it, so let's hope it works well. Okay, I can say without a doubt I do not like this thing, and I'm gonna have to sell it at a loss. This was a good idea, and I bet it doesn't have the physics problems in real life, but it's certainly not good here. Okay, I guess we only lost about 3 grand on that. So now we'll go buy we'll either buy this, which is by far the easiest way to deal with it. We buy this 24-foot bale trailer. This red rock, you can't set it down though. So I'm not sure that would require being pulled by a truck or something. Yeah, I'm not. Yep. We go with this thing or we go with this thing. This thing would be actually easier across the board, more carting, but still easier. I think we're gonna get the Arcusin, which means I gotta borrow more money. But I need to borrow money to cover payments and other things anyway, so here we go. Let's pick up the Arcusin. I doubt this guy can pull it, even though he should be able to at least pull it, if not use it. We're gonna have to go back and, yeah. Alright. So you, sir, can go home. And you, sir, can go get the Arcusin. Well, what would be real nice is if we could work out something where we could set these stacks of bales right on a flatbed. And I have a mod that might give us the ability to do that. It's not an auto load mod, it's just a spike, it's a ramp. I might be able to back the trailer up the ramp and actually set full height bale stacks onto the flatbed. Oh right, we were supposed to grab those. Well, we'll grab them with the Arcusin, hopefully. The other solution would have been great if when you folded it, it actually like pushed the bales into place the way I imagined it would. But it doesn't. It shoves them all kinds of wacky ways and forces them to phase through the bars. Alright, we are done with the straw, but we need a better way to get we need a better way to get fertilizer and gas for that matter, and we'll be picking up this large petrol tank eventually. But for now, we need some way make sure that we're not, yeah, seems pretty good. Some way to get fertilizer. I'm tempted to buy 50,000 liters of fertilizer, but I'm not gonna. Hello, dealer. Did buy solid fertilizer? No. Okay, well, I guess that's one thing we can fill the planter with, but now we need liquid fertilizer. Man, talk about spending all your money. How about there? And no wonder the pricing was different. I was like, what? Okay, yeah, that looks more like it. And we're broke. We got to get this field fertilized. Before September. The rest can wait. In fact, the rest should wait because I don't want to pick up I'm a little worried picking up hay windrows in the rain will be a problem. So hopefully next month, actually I think we can even look at that. September is supposed to be rain, but let's see. So maybe if we get up at 7 in September, we'll have time to hit up that stuff. It looks like it's just going to rain. In the meantime, we're going to get this fertilized. I'll probably cut most of it, along with most of the baling and all that other stuff. I'm gonna go work on some other things. Like that's done. So we can put that away. Well, not put it away. We're going to store these things out here. This is where we windrow. And there's no way of purchasing that, right? Farmland 56. I'm confused. Oh, that's just a little chunk across the way there. Why? Man. What would we put there? Maybe productions. Could run productions all the way down that run. Huh. No. We're gonna dump that. There, because, yeah, we're gonna put a shed in here. We're gonna need the bale picker upper. The Arcusin. So that's like 400,000 liters of silage, which is pretty interesting. I don't even know if that stuff was fertilized or what. Next month we will fertilize that grass field. And I imagine it's January again for sales of, well, we could actually make pretty good money on just the chaff. But yeah, January for hay, so we may sell some hay, not all of it, but some of it. The wheat. The wheat is going to be valuable January. And not driving into the big ditch is also going to be valuable all year round. I think this guy here can do all of the things that need to be done over there, so I think he might live. I think he might live over here. Still haven't decided whether we put the cows, etc., out on the road up here. Whoa, that train is having render issues. So yeah, still haven't decided whether to put the cows out here or to put the cows over there. But what I do know is that it's annoying that these people won't sell their stuff. Right. How are we doing on that? Well, we'll sit on this for a while and then we'll cut to the end. Probably. Alright, we are almost done with the fertilization of this field. It needs to be limed before it's planted, but I think we're going to do that next time. So, with the size of these fields, we're definitely spending longer in each month. Although I suspect that there will be certain months that we just skip through still. But it's still pretty crazy to me just how big these fields are compared to the ones I was working with on Zielonka. Like, this might be more acreage than I had on Zielonka just by itself. Not quite, but with all the fields, with the 3 major fields, like workable fields that I own, not counting the meadow here, not counting the production village area, it's like, it's definitely at least as much land as I owned. So, yeah. It's still raining, and I'm hoping that rain marker okay, they have 21,000 liters of food. So I think we're done for the month, and I'm going to move us into September just to get an idea of how much chicken feed is used, because it would be good to know that so that I can calculate how much of this wheat is worth about $333,000, but I need enough of it to feed the chickens for the year. So we go 270 maybe. We take 70 off that. Maybe 70,000 is enough to feed the chickens for the year. But we need to know how much they're using in a month in order to figure that out. So next month, we're going to get the hay barn filled up and get to work on setting up, hopefully, some other things out there. Now, that's wheat as well. We can't afford that field by any stretch of the imagination. And I haven't looked at contracts. So we could make 32,000 by harvesting the wheat in 21. 29,000 for the canola, but we look at harvest schedules. Canola's done this month and wheat's done this month, so, and it's raining until next month, so there's no point in doing it because they should have harvested it last month, if you ask me. But anyway, we're all set up, ready to go. There's some extra eggs for some reason. So we're going to run over and sleep and see what September weather is going to be like so we can make a plan from there. Wonder if I should change out of this gear and put something wintry on. And I wanted to wake up at 7 because I know it's gonna not rain until 9, and it might be lightish out at 7. Yeah. Alright, so now let's look at our forecast here. Okay, so we're gonna have a big old break in the weather, 11 to 13, like, yeah, we'll have 1500 on. Good. Good, good, good. So, next episode, we will be liming this guy and fixing up, finishing the hay. The grass field over there, we'll have to fertilize that. And we'll be planting this guy as well in September. Whether it's next episode or not, I don't know. But we've got to lime him up and then plant him up. I think September is planting. Yeah, we want to plant the first month available. Now, whether I plant barley or wheat is a good question. Barley produces more, which means there's more for the chickens, but wheat is worth 100 more per 1,000 liters. So we got 270,000 liters out of that last one. Then we're looking at, what, 20,000, I think? Anyway. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.